The mystery of Turiya, the fourth state beyond waking, dream, and sleep, a sacred transmission into the infinite awareness beyond all experience. You have lived your whole life inside three states: waking, dreaming, and deep sleep. But what if there was a fourth, a state beyond doing, beyond becoming, beyond all form? The ancient sages called it Turiya, the fourth state. But it is not just another layer of consciousness. It is the witness behind all states, the unchanging silence behind every thought and perception. Turiya is not an experience. It is the ground of all experience. Section 1. The Four States, Teachings of the Upanishads. The Mandukya Upanishad, one of the shortest yet most powerful Vedic texts, describes four states of consciousness. 1. Waking, outward awareness through the senses. 2. Dreaming, inward awareness shaped by memory and desire. 3. Deep sleep, absence of mental activity, but also absence of knowing. 4. Turiya, pure awareness without object or content. Turiya is not the fourth in a series. It is the underlying reality of all three. It is like space, holding waking, dream, and sleep like clouds passing through the sky. When a yogi abides in Turiya, they are free while awake, lucid while dreaming, and aware even in deep sleep. This is the state of liberation. Section 2. Why we do not recognize it. Turiya is always present, but it is not dramatic. It does not call attention to itself. It is subtler than thought, quieter than breath, closer than identity. We do not notice it because we are always looking at something. Turiya is the one who is looking. Even now, as you read these words, that which is silently aware of the reading, that is Turiya. It is not a mystical trance. It is not samadhi. It is your true nature, simple, silent, and eternally aware. Section 3. What Turiya feels like. Turiya does not feel like bliss. It does not feel like peace. It feels like nothing you can describe, and yet it is more real than anything else. However, signs that Turiya is becoming conscious in you may include a growing stillness behind all experiences, long natural pauses between thoughts, less reactivity, more presence, a sense that you are watching your life play out, but not caught in it. Awareness during dreams, awareness during the transition into and out of deep sleep. You may feel like you are no longer just a person in time, but the timeless space in which the person arises. Section 4. The Subtle Body and the Journey to Turiya. In yogic philosophy, the koshas or sheaths are layers that cover the pure self. These include the food sheath, your physical body, the energy sheath, your pranic layer, the mental sheath, your thoughts and perceptions, the wisdom sheath, your intuition and deep knowing, and beyond all, the bliss sheath which touches the edge of the self too. Riya is not one of these sheaths, it is the witness of them all. In meditation, when you turn awareness inward, you begin to disidentify from each layer. You are not the body, you are not the energy, you are not even bliss. What remains? Awareness itself. This is Turiya. Section 5. How to rest in Turiya. Turiya is not reached through effort, but there are sacred conditions that allow it to become conscious. 1. Neti, not this, not this. As you meditate, observe each thought and silently say, not this. Thought comes, not this. Feeling comes, not this. Image comes, not this. Eventually, you fall into what cannot be denied, the awareness that is doing the seeing. That is Turiya. 2. Pausing between states. Notice the moment you wake up, that split second before the world rushes in. Turiya is there. Notice the moment before sleep pulls you under, that gentle shift inward. Turiya is there. Learn to rest in those thresholds. They are doorways to the fourth. 3. Mantra for returning to call awareness back to itself. You may use this simple inward mantra. Om Turiya Nama, meaning, I honor the ever-present witness within me. Repeat it softly, space between the words, until the mind dissolves in silence. Then let even the mantra go. Section 6. What happens when you abide in Turiya over time? As Turiya becomes your center, your life will begin to shift. Fear begins to dissolve. Death loses its grip. Desires soften. The mind becomes transparent. compassion deepens, truth becomes simple. You no longer look for freedom. You realize you were never bound. You no longer seek God as other. You rest as the pure presence through which all things arise. This is the true purpose of spiritual practice, not to become enlightened, but to realize you already are. Section 7. The most common misunderstanding. Many seekers mistake Turiya for deep trance, emptiness, detachment, ego death, spiritual sleep. But Turiya is not absence. It is awareness that includes everything. You are still in the world, but the world is no longer inside you. You do not disappear. You dissolve into clarity. Final transmission 2. Riya is not a place you arrive at. It is where you began, where you always were. Not after years of practice, but beneath every breath you've ever taken. You are not the thinker. You are not the dreamer. You are not the sleeper. You are the one who has witnessed it all. When you rest in this silent knowing, nothing can be taken from you. This is the freedom the sages spoke of. This is the fourth. This is the first. This is you. In our next sacred transmission, we explore Pratyahara, the city of sense withdrawal and the mastery of inner awareness. Subscribe to continue the journey of awakening, stillness, and the final truth. Let the fourth rise within you. Let silence remember itself.